Hey guys, Turret here bringing you a 2v2 today. We are on Lierneux. And this one is between Lemon and Dusty, W's forces. You may remember Lemon and Dusty from the Tier W finals in a cast not so long ago. They came out short in that, but they are a very excellent 2v2 team nevertheless. And they're facing off against VonIvan and Siberian. Siberian's going with OKW and VonIvan Austere, and they selected close air support straight away. No mucking around there. These two also very popular streamers. So check out their streams, they're pretty good. In fact, VonIvan's featuring in Streamer Showdown this weekend, so keep an eye out for that. I have a video announcement of that on my channel, all the dates and times. Into the action, looks like Sib's trying to find a target with his Stern Pioneers here in the south. We'll run some rear echelons, force them away. Mass rifles in the centre. Doing a good job. Rear echelons may be forgotten about here in the south, and they go down. Nice pick up there straight away from Sib. Rifles jumping in some garrisons. A lot of garrisons in the centre of this map. It's quite wide open at the top. Quite good for tank destroyers up here, and then also close range wood sections here in the south. Quite good for shock troops and the like. So really interesting mix. It's kind of like three maps in one. This particular map. Rifles just trying to brute force these. Grenadiers trying to brute force the rifles out of these garrisons. Having a bit of success. Lemon has gone for infantry company, so will we see the mortar half track? Could do. At 2 command points. Battlegroup headquarters going down here for Sib. Decent positioning there. Stern Pioneers chased away by rifles in the south. They were 4 men, they could probably take them on, but at 3 men they're probably going to lose that. Especially if they advance. Looks like Sib's going to try maybe ambush them from behind a tree line. Possible. Nice trick here by Sib, also putting some sandbags down behind this fence here, so hopefully they prevent their enemies from utilising their heavy cover there. There's the fence in front of it. Oh, this is a huge concentration of rifles here for Lemon. Just blasting away at this garrison. I think they're mostly shielded from the view of all these grenadiers here by this garrison, so that's why Lemon's sticking around there. Allies have managed to cap most of the north, so Axis really struggling here for them at the moment. Victory points, fuel, munitions. Axis really just trying to concentrate on winning this city and then branching up from there. Rear echelons finally forced retreat there. You see 2 grenade bulletins here and a veterancy bulletin for rifles. Grenades seem to be quite important in this patch to smoke machine guns. Well, I thought that grenade was going to do more, so got lucky. He did stay in the heavy cover there instead of trying to dodge it though, and I think that's why it did so little damage to him. It still would have expected more than that. It was just a light tickle really. Lemon's rifles up here, a bit low on health, especially this one. It's going to start dropping units from that squad quite quickly now, in that amount of health. Here comes Stern Pioneers. What's going on in the south? Looks like Dusty's trying to flank this MG here. He's going to throw a grenade straight into its face. Oh, that's a nice hit there actually. Almost goes down. Looks like a squad of Volksgrenadiers, or maybe Grenadiers, got knocked out here in the south though. Oh, was that friendly fire? Couldn't have been. MG does get stolen though, so that's actually pretty good pickup there for Dusty. Looks like Axis is trying to prevent its retreat. MG decides to set up. Now decides to retreat. What is that? I think there's a rifle squad there getting knocked out. Nice predictive grenade there, actually does quite well. It was well aimed, but only managed to pick up one of those squad members there. Definitely want to steal an MG42. Seems like MG42s are very strong this patch. Quite quick at suppressing squads and do pretty decent damage as well, so stealing one of those and being able to turn it against your Axis foes is definitely a good boost.
Reinforcements in. Welcome to the death factory, boys. Stick with me and you might just make it.
Still looks like the Axis have been a bit successful in breaking through here. Allies continue to hold the north by and large, but Axis doing a much better job holding the south. So it kind of depends how you want to split yourselves on this map. You want to go for the 2 victory points at the top or the 2 munitions points at the south. Tends to be how it's split in most matches. Here comes stolen MG42, runs into some Jaeger lights. Quickly doing a heap of damage there, but forced retreat. So a large concentration of forces there. Dusty engaging, and Dusty's actually selected Armour Company. I see Schwer HQ here going up in a quite forward position. That might be vulnerable to a M1 from this approach here. Wouldn't be too hard for the Allies to actually execute. It said maybe there's not quite enough range there for the M1 to fire upon the Schwer from behind this wall actually, so maybe that's slightly better positioning than I thought initially. Oh, but it gets found. Bazooka's trying to do a bit of damage here, doing a decent amount. Don't know if they're going to be able to stick around. No, infiltration grenades flush them out of the garrison and the garrison gets stolen, so I think that's where it's going to live to see another day. Looks like he really wants to try to finish the Schwer HQ off. Another bunch of infiltration grenades. Now that garrison's getting mighty low. Wow, look at the range of that grenade. That's what those bulletins will do for you. Far out. Oh, the stolen MG gets cleared there. Dusty's desperately trying to regather it. Rifle grenade. Oh, but it's going to get away.
We're losing a capture point.
Okay, this is interesting. Fighting position going down here for Lemon, so maybe he's going to try use some rifle grenades. I won't be able to use this garrison for much longer though, because pretty low on health. Another bunch of infiltration grenades will knock that out without too much trouble. Kenworth actually knocks out the fighting position, so not sure what Lem's going to plan to do next. Seems like Dusty's having a bit of trouble in the south. Hasn't fielded any assault engineers. South is pretty ripe for demo charges really, if we're honest. This tends to be like lone squads around there, just running around capping demo charge city. Definitely something to be wary about if you're facing Armour Company or Soviets. Ooh. One more stiff breeze of wind there could actually knock out that garrison. All these rifles going to have to retreat though, getting mighty low. See the first vehicle, Stuart here from Lemon. Or other than the ambulance, of course. Oh, mortar half-track in fact. What? What? Okay. Well, you may remember that mortar half-track was actually used pretty effectively against Lemon and Dusty and their mass machine gun strategy. And this was before the patch, so I guess they're hoping to utilize that tactic against the Axis foes. Use the white phosphorus barrage that it has, which is actually pretty cheap. I think it's 25 munitions for that. Oh, I just popped out before I could check that, but I'm pretty sure it's 25 munitions, which compared to the incendiary round that's on the mortar half-track and spearhead, which I believe is 45 munitions, which is probably a bit better, but still white phosphorus is a good deal. Can get those squads super low, and if they don't have healing, I mean they do have the battle group of course, but can spell trouble. Oh, Stuart there showing off its new health increase, taking those Shreks without dying. It's a nice change of pace for the Stuart. Mortar half-track's been just about fully repaired. Turn to the front line. About to run into this Rakedenwerfer though. Looks like he's gonna use something, either smoke or maybe he's just barraging in fact. Looks like he is just barraging. He's making a good push across the top. Oh no, these guys could go down here. This is a... Yep. They didn't drop the Shrek though. I suppose it's a consolation prize there for VonIvan. Wasn't expecting that many riflemen. Stuart here from Dusty as well, so we got double Stuarts now. We're going to try and get this Fox squad. Uh-oh, this could be trouble. Pack setting up. Slightly incorrectly positioned. Oh, no. The last Shrek didn't come in the nick of time. Shit gets away. Dusty tries to catch these grenadiers napping, but VonIvan quickly dodges that grenade. Nicely played. Looks like the allies are making a pretty good push here. Managed to capitalize on Sib needing to repair and keep hold of that Schwer HQ, and to really concentrate all the Axis forces in and around this area whilst that's been going on. See munitions cache going down here. In fact, 2 munitions cache so far for the allies. Close air support, and I imagine it's going to be... Nope, actually there's no required amount of command points for an anti-tank strafe yet, so it's right on me in fact employed there. Nicely done by Lemon. Getting all those squads out of suppression. Here comes a Rakedenwerfer though, his camouflage gets a nice hit on the Stuart. It's going to have to retreat. Yep, mass retreat there from Lemon. And this is actually quite a bold place here for this munitions cache. It's liable to be destroyed. Not many safe places for caches on this map. Pretty much only this one outside each base. This one here is pretty vulnerable. This one here is somewhat vulnerable. I suppose that's probably the second safest. Stuart continues to dance with death. In comes the camoed Rakedenwerfer. Trying to catch that out of position. Him is floating quite a lot of manpower at the moment. He's got a pretty decent infantry squad though. Infantry base. Does need to do some reinforcing as well, so yeah, there we go. Gonna drain it slightly. Oh, there's the white phosphorus barrage. It's going to put that Jaeger light squad out of commission for a wee bit.
track, ready for action.
Looks like VonIvan hasn't decided to put any healing in his own base. Could probably afford to do so. He is close. These support munitions is a real issue. And I think the battle group headquarters is having trouble
Ready for action.
healing both armies at the moment. An M10 in the south supporting the Stuart, so Axis are going to need something heavier than a medium tank if they want to deal with this combo. Oh, Dusty there goes for the crush, but so quickly retreats. This is a nasty combo here. You can get the shell shot going with the M10 and knock out any medium tank. Pax. Oh, this is gonna go down maybe. Yep. Risky stuff there for Dusty. And down goes his Wolverine. Pretty cheap though, so he doesn't have to worry too much. Blob gets suppressed. On me, utilised again. Nicely done there by Lemon. Great use of on me. Dodging that grenade there from the Siberian as well. Stuart's up to Vet 1. 5 kills so far. Maybe be in for a bit of surprise against this Kidden Weaver though. Just turns to fire here. Oh! Just gets out of its AoE. MG gets cleared once again here in the south. These Jaeger lights actually doing quite good damage even to the MG. Luckily Dusty manages to get away with the MG42 once more. I think he's probably had that cleared about 4 times by now. Cleared and recruit, but he's managed to keep hold of it quite well. Just considering the amount of rifle grenades that have been thrown its way. Back here in the south now. It's going to make the Stuart have a bad time. Grenades exchanged there. Rifle grenade is on target a lot better. Looks like Stuart wants to position itself over here, safe from the pack, to try and blast away at those greens. Sib's got quite a bit of fuel now. Could consider building a Panther, of course. Not entirely sure what his plan will be. On me used again by Lemon. He's really making the most of his captain. Double mortar half tracks blasting away at the Shrew HQ. Where are the Stern Pioneers back here trying to get some healing? I think the Shrew HQ could actually go down here. Maybe you should use the delayed fuse or whatever it is. Oh, it requires veteran C1. This one could use it. Looks to do a bit more damage. Good for sieging buildings. Not good, but alright for sieging buildings. Looks like mortar half tracks are going to have to give up though. And got the Panzer Grenadiers and Grenadiers. They've got to stay safe from those Panzer tracks. 50 cal here, nicely done there. Baited all these units into the 50 cal, and now with the Stuart up here, I think that blob's going to have to be repelled. It's going to be repelled. And it is indeed. Jaeger lights also powerless against the Stuart. Taking a bit of damage there. Managed to go camo though, so that's nice. Yeah, I just had to disengage anyway. Have a look at this. Allies have pulled ahead quite a good victory point advantage so far. About 270 VPs ahead. Of course they will have no heavy tanks coming, so they need to make the most of it. Oh, and Sib loses squad there just to inattentiveness. Right, another rifle grenade on this MG42. In comes the bulldozer. Misses first shot wildly, but it's made its presence felt. It's going to take a Panzerfaust, and that is going to damage this engine because taking the pack shot. Grenade forces away the Obers. Oh, and that MG42 finally it looks like it's going to fall back into the Axis hands. Dusty was having a good old time with that. COH2 has been excuse me, fully healed. So these mortar half-tracks will have to start from the beginning again. In comes time on target. Could actually hit these squads as they come back through this retreat path as well. Did indeed. A couple more mortar barrages and that's gone down. In come the Stern Pioneers. They do have the repair kit upgrade, so they will be repairing that quite quickly. What is that? Is that a priest bombarding this area as well?
Reinforcements in. Welcome to the death factory, boys.
No, priest is bombarding this area. Wildly off target though. Oh, and there it goes. Finally the COH2 goes down. Evan's been working on that for the last eternity, it feels like. Kennover tries a bold maneuver with its camouflage on, but doesn't manage to catch any of these indirect fire weapons napping. Looks like VonIvan's got a pretty good hold on the south here. This is a pretty scary force. He's got what, 4 LMG Greens, 2 Panzer Greens, 2 packs. That's a pretty scary infantry army right there. He's been trading all his fuel and munitions though. Looks like. I don't think he's ticked up. No, it hasn't ticked up. Bulldozer operating in the south. Here it comes through the wall. Surprise! Comes forward just into the arc of fire of that pack. Trying to back to safety. VonIvan considering chasing it. It's going quite slowly here. Those support suppresses everything in the centre. Smoke deployed. Anti-tank strafe. Where's that going to come in? From the rear of the bulldozer. Oh, but he dodges it. He dodges it. Nicely done here. It's still got smoke here from the pack. Pack going blind fire. Not blind fire because it's got sight from this garrison. Can the bulldozer get away? It's about to round the corner. It does. Oh, yes. Nicely done there by Dusty. And I'm cheering because, you know, I like using the bulldozer Sherman. Not trying to play favourites for either of these sides. Just playing favourites for the bulldozer Sherman. Oh, down goes a squad there. And they dropped the MG42. It's actually picked up by the rear echelons, which are Vet 2 now, so they've got the 5-man squad going. Mass retreat there by Lemon, that's interesting. Looks like he's in a bit of trouble now in the north. He's got a lot of indirect fire options here, but I mean the Stuart's done pretty well from 19 kills, Vet 3, can't complain about that, but there's a bit more firepower up there, needs his rifles. Still this pack down here which somebody should take from the allies. You definitely want a pack to turn against your Axis counterparts. Such good, and wow, look at that bazooka snipe, clears the mortar there. No, things have not gone the Axis way the last few minutes. Looks like the allies may miss this opportunity to steal this pack. This is definitely about gathering. Priest bombarding this area. It's got any kills yet? 6 kills. Okay, that's not too bad. I think this is a second, maybe third barrage. Always good when you've got a safe target you can barrage every time, like battle at headquarters. Getting away for trying to clear this fighting position in the north is successful, so it looks like the Axis are going to break the Allies' hold on that north. Fuel. In comes the anti-tank strafe. Actually does decent amount of damage there to all of Lierneux's infantry. What's this now? Is that 105 mil? So Axis are really calling in every off-map they've got here. Ambulance is running right into the middle of it. Oh, oh no. It could not get away. Oh, Dusty was a bit slow to react. Yeah, that was pretty funny. Those here trying to do... Oh, nice hit there. Wiped the squad. Taking a lot of Panzerstreak fire though, and Fausts in fact. Oh, nice hit from the Stuart there. Bulldozer's gonna live again on this sliver of health. Will it get away? No, here comes this one squad, one more. Shrek. No, it bounces. That can't happen with the Bulldozer Sherman. It's got more armor than the regular Sherman. Not more likely to bounce a Panzer Shrek and a Panzer Faust. Not as much armor as the Easy 8 though. More health than the Easy 8. But not more armor. Less armor. So the Axis have managed to get triple gate running, and see they've managed to close that victory point gap down to about 100. And here comes the King Tiger from Sib. Pretty much his only option. Oh man, gun destroyed on the Bulldozer, doesn't matter. Gets finished off by the Raketenwerfer. And now the Allies desperately need some Jacksons. Oh, nice use of point blank engine shot by Stuart. Manages to knock out the engine of the King Tiger. Pays for it with its life though. Maybe he did secure the escape of the Bulldozer Sherman, however. It's actually been crewed by the LMG rear echelons. That's a bit of a shame. To crew that with your LMG rear echelons. Man, that's taken a bit of a walloping just from that M1, I believe. Where is the priest firing at it? Yeah, okay, well, the King Tiger will escape, however. Rifles forced retreat in the centre. Big battle going on for the north. This is pretty much where all of Lehman's stuff is at the moment. Oh, mortar half-tracks. Force a mass retreat there. Anti-tank strafe nicely dodged by Lemon. Panzer Grenadiers can't really win now they've got the Shrek upgrades. Don't do enough damage to infantry anymore. Oh, that's a nice grenade. Wipes the squad. Mortar almost finishes the job on the other squad, in fact. Wow. That's a lucky break there for Dusty. Unlucky for Sid.
They got wiped out.
Sounded like maybe a rifle squad went down from somebody. Looks like Leonard's got most of his squads. Might have been Dusty. So he's got a back. He's got an M1. Just pretty good protection against the King Tiger.
Quiet. Transmission incoming.
Just still out of commission. Here come the standbys to try and repair it up. Dusty could consider trying to put down some armor company mines, I suppose. Sib does have the minesweeper though, so I'm not sure if that will be effective, and the minesweeper does have the same sight radius now as all the other minesweepers, the OKW1. Took a dive bomb, dodged there by Lemon, nicely done. Bulldozer soon moving to the north. Let's avoid this. Oh, nice hit from Priest there. How many kills is that up to now? 10 kills. V1. I don't know if I've ever seen anybody use the creeping barrage on the Priest. Hopefully we get to see that today. King Tiger has been fully repaired now, chasing down this rifle squad. May get it. King Tiger is so good against infantry. No, looks like it's going to get away. Smoke there used by Dusty. Try and close in on that MG42. VonIvan repositions. Try and fire from a safer location. Green blob arrives. What is that? Time on target artillery over here. Mortars trying to soften it up. They're about to run head on into the bulldozer though. This could be Bulldozer City right here. Oh, look at that shot. That was a good opening shell. Anti-tank strike coming in here. Damage engine on the bulldozer. Takes a bit of damage from that strafe there. Taking a lot of Panzerschrecks as well. M1 gets cleared. Here comes the King Tiger from the south. Clears out one of the mortar half tracks. Wolverine here. Convinces it to reposition as well as the M1. Looks like another bulldozer Sherman's got to get away on just about nothing for Dusty. He's getting quite lucky with his bulldozers, that's for sure. Wolverine's not going to be much use against the King Tiger though. Oh, look at that. Takes a walloping straight away. Lucky that pack shot missed. Dusty runs head on into the King Tiger. Oh, he's taking massive losses though. That is really not good. Axis regathering control to the south. So allies really need to gather this victory point up here if they want to start the clock ticking again. Where's the priest firing? Once again on the battle group. So it's been doing a pretty good job keeping that repaired. Despite it being under priest fire for a large portion of the game. The priest is actually pretty accurate there. I think every shell was landing. Bulldozer Sherman has been repaired. Wonderful to see create barrier used by the allies. Whoa, look at that shot. Wipes that Panzer squad. King Tiger continues to advance. Chases off the Bulldozer Sherman. M1 with the armor-piercing rounds firing at the King Tiger from range. Unsuccessful penetrating its armor though. 23 kills there for the Bulldozer Sherman. Still crewed by that veteran rear echelon squad. I wonder if all those kills are actually from the Bulldozer or only from before that happened. Oh my god, assault engineers go down to a grenade there. Poor assault engineers. Oh, LMG on this rifle squad. Quite a few LMGs have been dropped by VonIvan. Uh-oh, Ober's in the south, the Vet 4 suppressed that squad.
Commander abilities
still manages to get a nade off. Rifles are going to try flank them, it looks like, but I think they'll still lose. They are over, so about enough. Oh, nice shot from the bulldozer, almost wipes that Panzer squad. Oh, was that the priest there? Goes down to an anti-tank strafe. Nicely done by VonIvan. Everything here gets suppressed by anti-infantry strafe. It doesn't have any more fuel though, or munitions, so it's going to be the extent of its off-mats for a wee while. It's like the bulldozer and the Wolverine moving to the south. King Tiger's pulled back for repairs. That'll be back in action quite quickly. Wolverine's without purpose really at the moment. It's only got the King Tiger to fire upon and doesn't do a very good job. But here comes a Jackson for Lemon. They'll have a better time against the King Tiger, that's for sure. A bit more range in the Wolverine, more penetration. Exactly what the Allies need. VonIvan's infantry corps a bit weaker than it was before. Still, he's got his two strict hand-screen squads, and that will be quite nasty against the Jackson if they manage to get in close. King Tiger pokes his head. Let's retreat. Well dodged there once more by Lemon. I don't think we've seen much hit by that Stuka dive bomb, despite VonIvan used it about 5 times so far this match. Another set of assault engineers here by Dusty. He will not be denied. Here comes the bulldozer. Misses that shot. Probably could have continued going for the crush there, but decided against it. Nice hit there. What's this coming in here? Oh yes, RNG bombs, the 240mm artillery. Oh, look at that first shell. Oh my god. So I say RNG bombs, you see how far away that was from where he actually called in that ability. Oh, look at that second shell. Nasty stuff here from Armour Company. Here comes the King Tiger though. I think this could be the end of the bulldozer stream, especially if he uses blitz here on his King Tiger. No, he misses that shot. In comes the Wolverine. King Tiger decides to disengage. Oh, Jackson's here to support as well. Nice teamwork there from Lemon to Dusty. Oh, Jackson continues to wallop away at that King Tiger. Action going on in the north here. Fresh in fact, covering this victory point and this standard resource point here. So, oh, Major locking down this. I was wondering what was going on there. Oh, King Tiger gets a wipe there. Dusty couldn't. Couldn't get away for free that many times. This bulldozer shimmy. He's been so lucky with that thing. I think that's the second one actually, but still being very lucky with his bulldozers so far. Wolverine is quite a lot faster than the King Tiger, so it can escape pretty well.
M10 tank destroyer ready.
Guess that was a demo charge there. Not sure. Jackson feeling bold, just trying to blind fire into the fog of war. King Tiger's pulled back to the mechanised regiment for repairs though. Looks like Allies are going to try push the south, which is probably a good idea. They're going to have a lot of trouble. They're going to have to knock out the Schwer HQ if they want to get control of that victory point there. So looks like they will have to hold these 2 victory points here. See Lemon. Large force down here, and Dusty largely operating south. It's us all here in the centre at the moment. whilst the King Tiger's being prepared. Bulldozer Sherman gets the wipe there, nice. If you want to get squad wipes over in those RNG hits with the Bulldozer, you really need that 50 cal, which Dusty has upgraded. It's quite bad at chasing down squads compared to the HE Sherman. Time 1 target cooldown on fresh where looks like Jackson's going to try come in and finish the job, but they're going to be under pack fire, and this one is going to go down in fact. It might have been an acceptable trade for the Allies. It's our second Wolverine here from Dusty, so he's not going to tick up, he's just going to go for the Wolverines. He's going deep on the King Tiger, it's pretty low. And this is what you can do with the Wolverines. Quite manoeuvrable, good at getting around to the flank of slow heavy tanks. Oh, but he gets caught up there and abandoned in Axis territory. Can't penetrate the frontal armour. Turret rotation is also quite slow on the Wolverine. Also quite slow on the King Tiger. Oh, this is not going well for anybody. And I think Dusty's going to lose both of his Wolverines here. Oh no. Nice juking there by Sib. Jackson comes in to finish the job on the abandoned Wolverine. And we'll pull away to safety. What happened to the Bulldozer? Is that still alive? Yes, still alive. There was so much action going on in that fight for the King Tiger there. Couldn't keep track of it all. Decided to focus on the King Tiger, which is probably the most important unit in the game right now. That being said, Sib does have enough fuel to make another one, but saving up the required amount of manpower would be very slow process. Oh, and the King Tiger wipes the captain there. Quite a few anti-tank weapons and geez, is that the it must have been Vet 5 overs must have gone down there. Probably to the Bulldozer, I imagine. Fresh Wolverine fielded by Dusty, and he's not far away from affording another one. 270 manpower, 80 fuel, they're pretty cheap. Slightly more powerful now since you can't snare them on full health.
They only have 25 points remaining.
Axis in a lot of trouble here. 25 DPS left. King Tiger, nothing to repair it. May go down to the Wolverine, and does. 2 shots penetrate its frontal armour in a row, and that's the end of the King Tiger, and I think that's the end of the Axis hopes. Really fun game here from nice play by both teams, but Lierneux and Dusty were victorious. Well played by Lierneux and Dusty. Nice use of indirect fire from Lierneux. Really applied a heck of a lot of pressure to Sib's Shri HQs, ultimately knocking them both out. As for VonIvan, pretty rock solid use of close air support, lots of good aeroplane emits called in. And Sib was doing a pretty good job with that King Tiger, but at the end he just had nothing to repair it with. And they'd run out of victory points. So GG, well played by both teams. If you'd like your game to be cast by me, details in the video description below. Otherwise I'll catch you for the next thrilling installment. Goodbye and good luck.